If you're feeling like you're about to get sick or you are already sick, specifically, I'm talking about cold, flu, COVID, or any other respiratory tract infection, watch this whole video now because I'm going to show you how to recover in less than 48 hours, and time is at the essence. We're going to cover everything you need to do, from breath work, supplements, foods, and even sauna protocols to have you back to your best in no time flat. And at the end, I'm going to give you a surprising and fun task to pass the time today the studies suggest will help you recover even faster. My name is Mark Dhamma, and for the last 15 years I've been a high performance coach to entrepreneurs, helping them increase their energy, focus, and productivity so they can grow their business faster without burnout. I've worked with well-known entrepreneurs like Tai Lopez, Sam Evans, and hundreds of other business owners, including a billionaire. So if you're an entrepreneur who wants to look, feel, and perform at their best, like this video and subscribe to my channel now. Okay, I was inspired to make this video because I recently got sick with COVID, which I hate because it cost me money. I was unproductive and I couldn't get my business goals accomplished because of it. Luckily, I knew how to recover ASAP by using these 7 strategies. Warning! The sooner you take the action described in this video, the quicker you'll recover. Ideally, do this in the first 24 hours of feeling like you're gonna get sick. Most of these techniques are most effective in the first 24 to 48 hours. I made the mistake of not doing these techniques until 72 hours passed, 3 days, in which it made my sickness last longer. When I started the protocol, I was better in just 2 days. While I was recovering, I also recorded some snippets on what you can do, which I've edited into this video. So let's get right into it. Okay, step 1, your first line of defense. Do this immune boosting breath work immediately to activate your immune system's killer cell. I recently learned this technique from the neuroscientist Dr. Andrew Huberman. This type of breathing releases adrenaline, which signals the immune system to deploy killer cells to go and fight the infection. Here's how you do it. You take 25 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth like this. After 25, exhale all your air out and hold your breath for 15 to 60 seconds. Don't fight the impulse to breathe. When you feel like you need to breathe, breathe. Once you've done that, breathe in and hold your breath until you feel the impulse to breathe again. When you do this, you'll feel yourself heating up, which is the buildup of adrenaline. And that is a signal for your immune system, the killer cells, to start working now. All right, step 2 and 3. Clean up your lymph fluid. You know that your immune system is what kills the bugs that make you sick. You probably know that there are multiple ways your immune system attacks these nested. What you might not know is that your lymphatic system is a key part of your immune system. Your lymph system is like the plumbing in your house that takes away all the sewage. If your lymph system is clogged up, it has a harder time fighting any infection. You want to immediately clean up your lymph system and unclog it so it can work at its best. Here's how. I've personally found that following this vibro plate, sauna, and rehydration protocol is the most powerful way to get back on your feet.
Okay, so we're going to go on the vibration plate to release all that lymph fluids, to get your detox pathways working right, to get all the junk, all the dead cells into your bloodstream, and then we're going to sweat out any toxin. If you don't have a vibration plate, you can do a trampoline or rebounding. I'm going to go on for 2 to 3 minutes. 2 minutes is usually enough just to get that lymph fluid moving, and then we'll get in sauna to sweat it all out. All right, so I'm just standing on it for 2 minutes. I'm gonna put it on the max. Let's go. Wait. Okay, next up is the sauna. The sauna is great because it actually stops the virus from replicating. If it's hot enough, the virus cannot replicate in your body, so the sickness doesn't get worse. The immune system has a chance of taking it out. Now, I prefer the infrared saunas because infrared saunas actually stimulates your immune system, gets your mitochondria working a lot faster and with more energy, so you can take out the signal, can take out the virus or bacterial infection a lot faster. This isn't an infrared sauna. This is a standard sauna. It's going to be at just over 180 degrees Fahrenheit. This is going to do the job today. I'm going to stay in the sauna for about 30 to 45 minutes. Today I've got 30 minutes. I'm going to do a 30-minute session. If you're in an infrared sauna, you could do it a little cooler at about 140 to 155 degrees in an infrared sauna. So let's go do this.
Now, let me give you a fair warning about the sauna. If you use a sauna when you're starting to feel like you might get sick, that's when I find it to be the most effective. When I'm like, I think I might be getting sick, that's the time to use a sauna. When I do that 1 or 2 days in a row, I tend not to get sick. However, this time I missed it. I didn't go when I knew I was feeling like I might get sick. I only started going after I was actually sick, and I find it's not as effective. Usually, if I'm feeling a little, might be getting sick and I go in, I don't get sick. But this time, I missed it. And why did I miss it? Because I used to own a sauna, so it was easy just to jump in. Now I don't, I have to go to the gym. Now, of course, if you're using a sauna, just got out of the sauna, came home, you gotta rehydrate. You gotta be drinking during the sauna, before the sauna, after the sauna. When you're not feeling good, you gotta make sure you hydrate. So I like to use these electrolytes. Ultima tastes pretty good. Orange and lemon are my favorite. And also trace minerals. I tend to go with these Mega Mag drops. They also have another one called 40,000 volts. These are electrolytes to make sure that you are hydrated. So drink more than usual. Electrolytes, that's the next piece. Make sure you're hydrated. Step number 4, keep your bed and clothing sanitized.
Another tip when you're not feeling good is make sure you change your bed regularly. Last night, my wife and I changed our bed before we went to sleep because I've been coughing in there, I've been sweating in there, I've been breathing all types of virus all over the place, I've been blowing my nose. Probably I think the best thing to do is make sure it's sanitized and clean it, is to make sure it's sanitized by washing the bed. So that's what we did. Got fresh clothes. So that's what we did. We got fresh linen on. Definitely felt better to go to sleep and all that.
Step number 5, immune boosting superfoods. When you're sick, you might not feel like eating much because your body doesn't want to spend energy digesting. It needs that energy for fighting the virus or bacteria. However, there are 3 easily digested foods you do want to eat to give your immune system a helping hand. The first is bone broth. Okay, now I'm on the bone broth. Unfortunately, it's the store-bought kind, which I gotta be honest, is nowhere near effective as the homemade stuff. Back when I lived in Utah, I'd buy half a cow and we'd get the bones with it, put the bones in the slow cooker, mix with some apple cider vinegar, some spices, rosemary, and then I'd have some legit bone broth. And that bone broth, when I was having that, I didn't really get sick. It was very, very potent stuff. The store-bought is better than nothing, but no, in my opinion, nowhere near as potent. So I found a farmer here that I can buy half a cow from. I'm gonna buy half a cow and start having real bone broth. Second is superfoods from bees. We're talking about honey, bee pollen, royal jelly, and propolis. Not only does honey help control your cough as a good or better than some over-the-counter cough suppressants, but it also has antibacterial properties. The most popular honey for colds and flu is Manuka honey. Manuka honey comes from the nectar of flowers on the Manuka bush in New Zealand. The nectar from the flowers on the Manuka bush is what gives Manuka honey its beneficial effects and antibacterial properties. Various studies have shown its effectiveness of reducing the duration of upper respiratory tract infections and sore throats. Now, all honey helps with this, but if you're going for Manuka honey, then get the one with an MgO concentration of over 83. MgO stands for methyl-gloxal, which has a strong antibacterial effect and is mainly found in Manuka honey. Taking 1 to 4 teaspoons of honey per day while you're feeling sick is a good amount. Third, medicinal mushrooms. Now, the best mushrooms for your immune system seem to be shiitake and chaga. The great things about these mushrooms is that you can add them to your bone broth. Regular consumption of mushrooms improves your immune status, and a study found that 5 grams of shiitake mushrooms a day doubled natural killer cells activated and increased T lymphocytes by 60%. Those are 2 of the main pieces of your immune system. Number 5 and 6, sleep and sunshine. Sleep and vitamin D. If you're feeling tired, go to sleep. I've just made my bed there. I'm going to be sleeping naked and getting sunlight on all of your nether areas. I'm of darker skin, so I don't burn. If you burn, you might want to protect yourself. But basically getting sun exposure onto the areas of your skin that don't usually get sun exposure so that you can get plenty of vitamin D. You're probably sick because you got a vitamin D deficiency. That's one of the reasons I got sick this time. I recently got my blood test done because I'm getting vitamins delivered that are specifically for the nutrient deficiencies that showed up. And in my blood test, it shows I was deficient in vitamin D. If you are deficient in vitamin D, your immune system is not at its best. So you can supplement with vitamin D. I use a company called Bionic. The problem with me is that once I got the blood test, I stopped taking multivitamins because I was waiting for my new supplements to come in. I use a company called Bionic. They take my bloods and then they start sending in supplements based on my bloods. So I'm just getting started with them. That's why a little bit of a gap between multivitamins. So I'm gonna lay down right there, go for a nap. I'm not gonna set a timer. I'm just gonna sleep for as long as I can, get some sun, some vitamin D. All right, we've got the supplements next. And if you're getting value from this video so far, please like and subscribe to my channel for more help looking, feeling, and performing at your best as an entrepreneur. Stack your science-backed immune boosting supplements. Studies show that the supplements I'm about to share with you all reduce the intensity and duration of upper respiratory tract infections, including the flu and COVID. First, take a zinc acetate lozenge. Zinc lozenges can reduce cold by 5 to 7 days, which basically gets rid of it completely. It works by releasing free ions into the nasal cavity, which has a greater effect on reducing respiratory and nasal symptoms than tablets. You want to get zinc acetate with no citric acid. Life Extension is a great brand for the zinc acetate lozenges. What you do is you put it in your mouth and let it dissolve for 20 to 30 minutes and repeat every 3 to 4 hours. You're going to be taking 70 milligrams throughout the day of zinc. Make sure you have these on hand. They're super cheap, around $9 for 30, and all links to the products I recommend are in the video description. Next up is echinacea. When taken in the early stages, 900 to 1500 milligrams per day into 3 doses reduces the duration and intensity of colds and flu too. Then we've got vitamin C. Everybody knows about vitamin C, and there was some controversy in vitamin C, but newer studies confirm that 1000 milligrams per day of an all-organic food-based vitamin C supplement, you want a USP grade vitamin C produced in a GMP certified facility like the Whole Foods Market Food Source Vitamin C, or the American Nutraceuticals Vitality C, and the Orthomolecular Buffered Vitamin C. The products from these brands can shorten the duration and mitigate the severity of colds. So when it comes to vitamin C, it does work, but quality really matters. It must be pure and high quality. Apparently, 80% of vitamin C is made in China without the same manufacturing and purity standards here in the US, which is why I recommended those 3 brands. Elderberry. 2016 study showed that it reduced the duration and symptom of colds in air travelers. Another study shows that when used within the first 48 hours of onset of flu symptoms, it shortens the symptoms by an average of 4 days, which is massive. That's 4 days worth of work back and your productivity back. We're talking thousands of dollars of productivity back. With the elderberry, you want to take 600 to 900 milligrams per day. As I mentioned earlier, you're at risk of getting sick if you have a vitamin or mineral deficiency. For example, if your vitamin D status is insufficient or deficient, you're at 3 to 4 times greater risk of the common cold. I recommend taking vitamin D and a multivitamin, or using a service like Bionic, where they take your blood and send you highly absorbable vitamins and omega-3 oils based on what your blood tests are saying to make sure that you're not under or overdosing any vitamins. Next up, we have probiotics. Probiotics have been shown to reduce the number of sick days and shorten the length of illness. A Cochrane review study also found that probiotics reduce upper respiratory tract infections by 47% and cut the average duration of the illness by 2 days. That is a lot. These are very, very powerful supplement strategies, and probiotics are one of the best. So those are the 7 strategies to recover from a sickness fast so you can get back to your best, build your business, and create a more positive impact in the world. And here's the bonus tip for you to pass the time, as I promised at the beginning. While you're doing the 7 strategies we've just covered and you got some time on your hands because you're recovering, you can lay yourself down and watch a good comedy. Yes, laughter has been shown in numerous studies to stimulate the immune system and allow you to recover faster. If you're an entrepreneur who wants to increase your energy, focus, and productivity so you can grow your business faster without burnout, click the link in the comments to join my free community where you'll get free, live, daily guided meditation, exercise protocols, productivity tips, free coaching, and much, much more. My name's Mark Dhamma. Get well soon.